And then you just got a whole bunch of, obviously you got great coaching. Then you just got a whole bunch of guys that are unselfish and willing to do whatever it takes to win. Outside looking in. And once you actually get here, it's like, oh, that's really the case. You know what I mean? And, even for Don, like unselfish. Even last game in Denver, like the last couple minutes of the game, he just gave me the ball, let me facilitate and do what I do. So you don't really get that, you know what I mean, from superstars in this league. And so that right there gave me the open welcome to, hey, you just have as much as freedom as we both have the same freedom, if that makes sense. But
James Harden just changed everything in Cleveland. James Harden's second game as a Cleveland Cavalier didn't just feel different. It felt historic. Not because it was on the road in Denver. Not because Evan Mobley was out. Not even because the opponent was the same Nuggets team that ended Harden's season in a brutal Game 7 last year. The game where he scored just 7 points and vanished when it mattered most. No. It felt different because when the moment arrived this time, James Harden didn't disappear. With 32 seconds left, Cavs down 3, ball arena roaring, Harden calmly stepped into a game-tying 3. No hesitation. No panic. Just rhythm. Splash. Silence. Cleveland would go on to win 119-117. And suddenly, the trade that looked reckless didn't look reckless anymore. The trade that shocked the league when Cleveland traded Darius Garland, the 5th overall pick in 2019, an all-star, the bridge from post-LeBron irrelevance back to relevance, for a 36-year-old James Harden. The reaction was immediate. Confusion. Skepticism. Outrage. Garland wasn't just another young guard. He survived the rebuild. He endured the lottery seasons. He helped stabilize the franchise before Donovan Mitchell even arrived. He was supposed to be part of the future. Instead, Cleveland moved him for a veteran on his 6th team in 17 seasons. On the surface, it looked desperate. But internally, this wasn't desperation. It was a deadline. Not the trade deadline. The Donovan Mitchell deadline. The Donovan Mitchell clock is ticking. Every decision in Cleveland right now revolves around one question. Can they convince Donovan Mitchell this is a championship organization? Mitchell has embraced the city. He's embraced the fans. But superstars don't just want comfort. They want banners. Another early playoff exit? Another year of the same structural flaws? That's how you lose a franchise cornerstone. And the Cavaliers front office knew it. They also knew something uncomfortable. The Garland-Mitchell pairing had plateaued. It worked in the regular season. The offense hummed. The highlights were electric. But when the playoffs slowed down, the same issues surfaced. Size. Defense. Physicality. 2 guards under 6 feet 3 inches in a league dominated by jumbo creators and switch-heavy defenses was always going to be a vulnerability. And the numbers backed it up. The data Cleveland couldn't ignore last season with Garland on the floor, the Cavs posted a +9 net rating. Strong. But when he sat, the net rating jumped to +12. The offense dipped slightly, but the defense exploded. They were over 7 points per 100 possessions better defensively without him. That's not noise. That's a pattern. This season, it got worse. In over 500 minutes with Garland on the floor, Cleveland posted a 118 defensive rating and were outscored by 3 points per 100 possessions. Worst mark among rotation players. The eye test matched it. Teams hunted him. Bigger guards posted him. Wings shot over him. In the playoffs, those weaknesses don't hide. They get targeted. And then there was availability. Ankles. Back issues. Hamstrings. A fractured jaw requiring surgery. Toe injuries lingering into the postseason. Cleveland wasn't just evaluating talent. They were evaluating sustainability. And after what insiders called an unemotional assessment, the conclusion was clear. This version of the Cavs had hit its ceiling. So they pivoted. Enter James Harden at 36. James Harden is no longer the Houston MVP averaging 36 points per game. He's not the isolation machine bending defenses every possession. But he's still productive. 25, 4 points, 8, 1 assists. All-NBA honors last year. MVP votes. 79 games played. Availability matters. And size matters. At 6 feet 5 inches, 220 pounds, Harden instantly changes the backcourt equation. He's not an elite defender, but he's strong. He can switch onto wings in spurts. He absorbs contact. He doesn't get physically overwhelmed in postseason matchups. But the biggest difference isn't defense. It's pressure. Cleveland finally has downhill force for much of the season. The Cavs' offense leaned heavily on Mitchell. When he sat, everything stalled. Too much side-to-side movement. Too many contested pull-up threes. Not enough rim pressure. Cleveland ranked middle of the pack in attempts at the rim. That changes immediately with Harden. He still ranks among league leaders in drives per game. He still manipulates defenders with pace and strength. He still collapses defenses. And when you collapse a defense, everything opens up. Jared Allen benefits. Evan Mobley benefits. The entire offense breathes. And then there's the pick and roll. For over a decade, Harden has been one of the most surgical pick and roll operators in basketball. His timing, his patience, his ability to read traps. It's methodical. In his Cavs debut, the box score said 23 points and 8 assists. But what it didn't show: the pocket passes, the skip reads, the calm orchestration. Against Denver, without Mobley, that control showed again. Cleveland didn't panic. They executed. And that game-tying three? It wasn't just a shot. It was a statement. The playoff ghost still exists, let's address it. James Harden's playoff resume has scars. Game 7 since 2020, under 14 points per game. 27% shooting. 16% from 3. Those numbers are brutal. Elimination games too often ended with Harden fading instead of rising. That history doesn't disappear after 2 regular season wins. But context matters. In Houston, he had to be the alpha every night. In Brooklyn, injuries derailed a dynasty. In Philadelphia and Los Angeles, timing never aligned. Cleveland is different. Because here, Harden doesn't have to be the closer. Donovan Mitchell is. And that changes everything. Roles matter. Mitchell has proven he can explode in playoff moments. He can carry scoring loads. He can dominate fourth quarters. Harden's job isn't to be 2018 Harden. It's to be organizer, stabilizer, pressure creator. That distinction could save Cleveland. Double Mitchell late? Harden dissects you. Double Harden? Mitchell feasts. Stay home? You're guarding 2 elite creators one-on-one. That's a different problem than Cleveland has ever presented before. System fit and adjustments. Kenny Atkinson's system emphasizes flow and movement. Harden historically prefers control and tempo. There will be adjustments. But high IQ players adapt. Harden coexisted with Chris Paul. Shared the floor with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Adjusted next to Joel Embiid. Early reports say he and Mitchell spoke extensively before the trade. Both wanted it. Buy-in matters. The supporting cast got better too. Cleveland didn't stop at Harden. Dennis Schroeder adds second unit creation and downhill speed. He can run offense when one star sits. He injects pace. Keon Ellis adds perimeter defense, something the Cavs badly needed. His steal and block rates disrupt opposing guards. Depth matters in May. Flexibility matters even more. And the Eastern Conference? It's wide open. No unstoppable super team. No unbeatable juggernaut. Cleveland saw the window. And instead of waiting, they attacked it. This is about urgency. Yes, it's a gamble. Harden is 36. The playoff ghosts remain. But doing nothing was also a gamble. Running it back and hoping internal growth fixed structural flaws? That's a bet too. After 3 straight postseason disappointments, Cleveland chose urgency.